Today I'm gonna show you how to make delicious naan bread. It's traditionally cooked in a tandoor, a clay oven shaped like a chimney pot. The dough is stuck onto the hot interior wall of the tandoor and is cooked until it has a soft inside and a bit of browning on the outside. The method you'll be using today is a little bit different though. You'll be frying it in a high heat pan. The ingredients you'll need are 7.5 deciliters of flour, 2 deciliters of milk, 1 egg, 1 deciliter of natural yogurt, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of dry yeast, roughly 20 grams of butter for the frying and the garlic butter, 1 clove of garlic, some colonia seeds. That's it. So let's get started. First, get a bowl and put all the flour in. Then put that aside for a second. Get another bowl and crack the egg. Whisk the egg until the yolk and the white has combined. Then add yogurt, oil, baking powder, yeast, and half a deciliter of the milk. Then whisk it until there's no baking powder or yeast that hasn't been dissolved in the mixture. Now, take all the flour in the other bowl and add it to the mixture. Get the rest of the milk ready as well. Start mixing the flour with the egg mixture and bit by bit start adding the milk. One thing I realized while making this is that you must have added all the milk before the dough has taken form. Otherwise, you'll just make a mess and be standing there kneading for 15 minutes as I did. When the dough has developed into a nice firm texture that's easy to handle, put it in the bowl. Cover it with a bit of oil, just enough for the outside of the dough. Cover it with a damp towel and let it rise for 2.5 hours. When the rising's done, pick up the dough and cut it into 6 equally large pieces and get something big and flat. I'd suggest an oval plate and cover it with a thin layer of oil, just enough so the naans don't stick. Take a piece and start stretching it in your hand. When it's about the size of your head, put it on the oven plate and put pressure with your fingers around the outside of the naan until it's as big as the pan you'll be frying it in. Then add the colonia seeds. Then again put them under a towel and let them rise for roughly 30 minutes. If you don't use all the dough at once, you can just put the rest of the dough in an air-concealed container and put that air-concealed container in the fridge and save it for later. During the rising, I'd suggest making some garlic butter. This is optional, of course, but when you add that extra taste of garlic and butter when they're done, it's so delicious. Take something you can warm up and get it to a level of heat where it will melt the butter. I used kind of a special tool, but you can use whatever you find in your household. A saucepan or skillet will work just fine. Then when the butter is melted, you'll want to add the garlic. To open the clove of garlic, there's a nice technique. You put your knife on the clove and then you just add pressure with your hand and the shell cracks, which makes it easy to remove. You'll want to trim the top part off and press the garlic into the butter. Then mix it around a bit. The frying part. This is where it gets a little bit hectic. You'll have to be alert. Turn your stove up to maximum heat and wait until the pan is very hot, and then add a slice of butter. Enough to cover the pan and be quick, you don't want the butter burning. Then put the naan in and spread it out evenly throughout the pan. Check under the naan for the browning. Just when you get that golden brown look, flip it and fry it for as long as you can without burning it.
Flip it over.
Then, right when it's done, you paint it with your fresh garlic butter, which gives it that appealing, glistening look that just perfect garlic naan has. And voila! I hope you enjoyed this instruction video and good luck cooking.